Special meeting order. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
John, Dale, here. Mark is gone. Sean, here. Troy's here. Any additions or corrections to the agenda?
Move to approve the agenda.
Moved by Sean to approve the agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. Budget.
The budget that you have in front of you is the one with all the changes that have been made. The only change, or this that you guys have made thus far. The only one that I made on behalf of you guys was the 911 coordinator expense C12A. We did not have a salary or benefits in there at the left when I went through and looked at everything. We did not have salaries and benefits in for the 911 coordinator. So
Can you put that in?
I did put those in. And so, but I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that I did put those in there on just myself doing that.
So how do you want to do this?
If you guys want to go one by one, I'd be okay with that. So that we, since no department heads or anything like that are here, so we can just kind of go, if that's the way you guys would like to do it.
Yep, so B7.
B7. Yep. So the county commissioners got put to 0.
So we're just going to assume if we have no objections that it's okay?
I think so.
And we'll vote on the whole.
Yep.
Well, we don't have to vote on it until next time anyway. But.
Okay, so B8, that got moved onto its own.
Went to C11, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
B9.
That just reflects the salary increases, correct?
Correct. Yep, the 1.58%.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, B10, same thing.
Yep. Same thing on
State Street.
Seat string, yep. Recorders, same thing.
Yep. Well, the recorder's a little different.
Yes.
So did you make, what did I see here?
That reflects the portion of the clerk of court that the clerk of court doesn't get from the state.
Right. But, did you read Ron's note on that?
No.
Okay. So on page C11,
Yes. Clerk of court.
Okay. Retirement, FICA, North Dakota Workforce Safety looked way too high. The job service was missing. Okay.
If you had the clerk of court and the recorder's salaries together, it comes up to be more than the treasurer and the auditor's. Shouldn't they come out to be the same?
That's right.
Yes.
It's $2,934.10 too high.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, so on C11, the formulas you put in place, the health insurance is something that Samantha enters manually and should be probably be double checked. Okay. The change these four items by a decrease of $29,3410. That allows the salary to be increased by $29,3410 to net out at zero. This should allow the recorder's budget on page 12B to be decreased by $29,3410 and still add up to the $42,169.64 for the clerk and recorder's budget.
okay. Because what I did is I put it into a spreadsheet and I tried to compute it that way so that because I was having a hard time with these numbers, like I called and talked to you about it. And so me and Connie went and put them into a spreadsheet. So obviously that didn't work.
The way to do it would be to take the total salary and benefits that you were paying for the recorder.
Yep.
And then divide the total dollars that were available for the clerk of court, 21,000, into that number. That will give you the percentage for the clerk of court and the recorder for the salary and for the benefits. And then it's a simple matter of multiplication. Now, Ron put those formulas in here, but as Dale just pointed out, the salary is higher than what the total of the two should be.
Okay.
Do you have this email?
No. No, I did not get that one.
Talking back and forth, so.
So it should be 20,357 then? Salary.
I didn't do it. I didn't go through and do it.
I took the 42,169 that the others are getting and then just subtracted out the clerk of court one. The balance is 20,357.
No, you have.
Oh, we gotta do it on a percentage basis.
You have to take the salary plus the benefits to get a total.
Plus the expenses.
No,
No, not the expenses. We're just trying to figure the salary portion, right? Or the salary and benefits.
oh, she's talking about the clerk of court. Okay, so yeah, so you take the total salary plus benefits that the recorder was receiving.
Mm-hmm.
Then you take the money that the state is giving us, the 21,812,
Yep.
and you subtract out whatever the expenses were going to be in that clerk of court.
Sure. Then to get a percent.
Then that number is divided by the total salary and benefits to get a percentage, and then you play it out that way.
Right.
Yeah. So, okay, I sent that to you.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Okay,
got
so
it.
you can fix that. That's not right now, but I mean you can go through and fix it.
Absolutely.
Okay, now where we're at.
Okay. So the recorder's budget will change,
That will change.
and
You decreased by that 29,000 or 2,900 some odd dollars.
You know what number that is?
No, because we got to work it through. Oh, I thought you.
797.
789. 7577.
That's,
David.
It's David. Okay.
oh, I thought that was a telemarketer. Oh, those 800 numbers are a telemarketer, aren't they? So that recorder's budget should decrease by $2,934.10.
All right.
Tax director. He needs some cuts, so I see his training is, okay. I'm fine with that one.
Tax directors, you're good.
Unless somebody else is.
Custodian.
I don't have any.
That was just the reflection of the 1.858. General expenses.
Okay, so where were the decreases here? So this was an increase. Miscellaneous dues were an increase. Elections, a big decrease. Telephone, a decrease. Postage, decrease. Copiers.
Coal went off to
Oh, right here, yeah, cool one off. But
Courthouse and grounds for 65,000, what's that?
that's like everything, like our
Power bill and
yep, all of that.
propane and
Yep. That's like all the bills come out of the general courthouse.
social services building is off there.
That's off, yep.
But we have in the burial.
Yep. And the job service and workers' comp for social services.
so we spent $18,000 last year, and we're thinking we're going to spend $65,000 this year. What's been spent in that?
Well, if you look back into into the last time we had it, actually knew that figure, it was $17,638.94. That was the last odd. That's what we actually spent.
What have we spent year to date?
I can tell you. Expenses. General courthouse. This would be at the end of June. We haven't closed books for July yet, so I
6 months.
don't have that. We have spent $8,820.71.
So we're on par to spend $17,000.
So why are we budgeting 65? That's
We always have. Because no one ever sat down and talked about it. So I think we should drop it down to $20,000.
20?
Now this is going to make some change. This is going to then kick it back to our overall
Levy.
I think just for safety's sake, we're probably going to levy the same amount of money. We're just going to have more in the reserve in the general fund. I think that's what we should do. But and if we get through a year and then everything is stabilized, then we can start whacking away at that reserve.
Okay, so you want to push that down to 20,000? Is that what you guys would like to do?
It sure looks like that's going to be a lot closer than 65.
Okay. 20.
And it isn't like it's if we miss it, it's no big deal. If you look
Right.
right above it, there's the reserve.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's going to add 45,000. So that's going to add plus 45,000. Okay.
You made the last payment on the social services building already,
We did.
so that's a done deal.
Right. Yep.
How come the fares went to zero?
We didn't have anything in there this past time either. Oh no, fair. They are out. They are on their own. You guys
they're
kicked them.
special.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys
Yep.
kicked them out.
Yep.
Yep. Sorry, I thought that was that for each thing that you guys had that money in there years ago or something, but no, that was.
So this bottom line number here, this 345, 414, 92 is gonna stay the same. We're just gonna kick the,
45
up into the reserve, right? Correct? That'd be the easiest way to do it.
You want to keep that number the same?
No, the 200,000, increase that by $45,000.
Okay.
Then you don't have to change any of these.
I thought we were
numbers.
going to increase it by a lot more than that. With
Well,
that.
we are, but this is within the general expenses. We're gonna increase it by 143,000. But if we just swap these around into general expenses, you won't have to redo this at all. You'll just change those numbers, but this bottom number is 345, 414 will stay the same.
Right, yep.
Right. It'll accomplish the same thing. Now we just kick that reserve up, but it's pretty soon, we're gonna kick that reserve up now by another $143,000.
Right.
That's what she was
When we get all
talking
done,
Yeah.
right, but I mean, that's when we get all done, because anything we change here going forward will affect this overall levy number, so it might not be 143 when we're
Right.
done.
Okay. And then more general expenses are on the next page. You guys put in that patrol vehicle of 20,000.
Right.
You did travel, or we have the travel, and then we have the indigent defense. That was coming from the clerk of court out of their budget and put it into the general fund.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, that 372 won't change.
Right.
So, okay,
Yep.
to reflect changes.
All
And
right.
this will be changed again when we get all done. At 245, we'll do something on here.
Yep. Social Security, those are populated by all the wages in the general fund. So if you guys change any other wages, which we did with the recorder, clerk of court, so that number will change as well. So
It'll decrease by a little bit.
information technology,
How come government software, are you gonna quit using that or what?
nope, that one under software.
Oh,
No, we like to go to programs. So if we're good with that one, we'll continue on. B18, the job service and the workforce safety, those are populated as well, so those will be changing with the other change. So that's that. Sheriff's budget.
think we had any more changes to that one since we talked to Wes, didn't we?
You guys did talk to Wes, and no other changes have been made since then. We're good with that one. Coroner, they are always the same. DES, that stayed the same from what you guys budgeted last year. I didn't do any increases or anything like that on there.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, because where's the revenue?
The revenue is on page B2, DES reimbursement.
Yeah, where do you have half of the 15,000?
Yep. Superintendent of schools, nothing. Courtroom grant. She's going to try for a grant, so I do have that on this page. Plus, I do have it on the revenue side for the courtroom grant. B3. It's on that side too.
It equals out.
It doesn't, courtroom grant, I think they only pay like percentage, 75% or something like that. So I do have it, in revenue of $5,625 for revenue. And she's got the expensive.
That'd be about 70%.
Right, but I mean, then this should show a levy then.
No, it's in the general fund.
Right, but I mean, it shows, it will then show a levy of the 30%. It involves a levy.
Not its own.
No, it doesn't, no, but it reflects in the general fund, so what it's saying is, if we're gonna spend 7,500 and we'll only get 7% back, that 30% levy is in the general fund. so-
2,400 is gonna have to be spent out of the general.
Yep.
And so what's the grant for?
She put in for it, last year too, and we didn't receive it. I'm not sure what
She presented it to us.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
It was like a seal for the courtroom, and I'm not really
The
sure what
flags
else.
or something?
Yeah, maybe it's flags.
I'm gonna put okay with a question mark.
Do you want me to have her come in and talk to you?
No,
Okay.
it's my personal question mark.
Okay.
I'm gonna seal of approval.
All right. So then if you keep going, we'll go to, we're into C's now. And we'll go to C, 7. Zero department.
So 30 dollars.
They're done with that bridge, I think.
So, just some real quick figuring, I think a mill is gonna be worth about 20,400 and some odd dollars, I think. So if we figure 20,500, that would be 615,000. We better bump this up a little bit.
A little bit, okay. On the expense side. All right.
Go over to the reserve on the expense side and bump that up to so that we get this up to about 615,000. Okay.
Okay, 615.
And I might be wrong on the levy, but
615?
yeah, 20,500 times 30. You know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
615, right? You got
15, right.
615,000.
Okay.
Yep, got it.
But it's all it's going to do is it's going to increase by $695.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. I'll get that changed.
That's expenses. That'll change.
Okay. And then you keep going. C9 permits. Don't really have anything there. New courthouse tax increase, 10.
So the expenditures are going to be 100. We know that. I mean, we know the 123,105, and we know the 22,480. $100 of $500. What's the fees? Okay. Yeah.
Hold on one second. It was year end. I did have something to say about this. Liabilities here. And at the end of the year, last year, we were negative in this account, $683.42. And I do believe that's because of fees. Can we please add just a little bit? This was all from the payment schedule. Can we add just a little bit for making up for that?
Well, I did that. You did that in the calculations already. The negative carries forward.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep.
it's done that.
Yep. But
It should zero it out. No, if we have the fees correct, it should that should take care of it.
Those payments aren't fixed, though.
No, they should be decreasing a little bit. And they are. 18 was 730 and 19 is 105. And the 17 is 25,100, so they're going down. Along with the interest is decreasing like it's supposed to be.
I
think,
have this payment schedule.
I think the
And that's where I
problem,
got
I
the
think the
numbers.
problem with the fees, and it's still gonna be there, the PFM, and in 17 it was actually $1,500, and we only have $500, I think we should increase that to 1,500
Okay, yeah,
to cover.
because I know that there was a problem with it this year
Right.
too.
And now that will increase the amount of levy. Now we'll go to 144,953.93.
Say that one more time. So this one gets 1,500.
Yeah, which increased it by $1,000. So all
yeah.
it'll do is it'll take that negative 143,953.93 to 144.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Great.
And then you're going to fix the clerk of court.
Yep. Yes, I will.
911. You fixed that already.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that one should be good. You guys are good with it. Flood is gone. Flood 11 is gone. Flood 9 is gone. Human services.
What's the?
C16.
Yeah.
And that's the combined budgets of both counties,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
And that's, yeah, so they're carrying 100,000 over the bonds.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay.
Human services is no longer, human services 2 no longer emergency. C19. You guys just have a $5,000 in there, but there is that balance of a lot, so it's
Right, I mean,
There.
it's just stuck there.
right.
Here, Sam, I forgot to send you this one too, B25. I'll send it to you.
B25.
This is just something for you to, change.
Okay. Goodness. Okay, yeah. So if you guys are good with the emergency, just keep going. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, our tax is no longer there. C21, document preservation. No changes there. VSO,
Change, yeah, that's fine, I'm fine with that.
the only one that changed was the salary.
Yeah.
County victim advocate. You guys are okay with that? Special assessments. Nothing changed there.
No.
What's that fund for again?
Street specials.
Oh.
County agent. This one is reflective of the 1/3 of the deputy. That's that. County agent special fund. This is usually used for weed testing, but so we got that. Chem hazard. Alcohol monitoring. And didn't change much. I'll go with that. Weed control. The increase for the county agents
Right.
thing, or however that happened, went into here, but I got it to equal out to the 60,000 on the bottom. Leafy spurge is there. Regional corrections.
We went way over on that this year.
Yes, we did. And with that being said, I put in the estimated expenditures of the 30,000, which were way over that, but I didn't switch that number because that's the budgeted
No,
number.
I think that was a one-time, well, it could be a one-time occurrence. The last time we know what we spent 18,484.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna have to take this out of at the end of the year, we're gonna have to take it out of the general fund and fix it.
And end it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that be an emergency? Wonder what the definition.
I'm
you're out of
willing to
money-
push that as far as you wanna push it.
If you're out of money, it's an emergency.
Yeah.
Well,
Same
that's
thing
a-
as a drinking problem, out of list.
It's an unforeseeable expense
Yeah, if you actually read the emergency fund
definition.
definition, it's weather related, is really what it is. I don't know why.
Okay. So
In
it's
the
narrow.
century code,
It's pretty narrow.
it's very narrow. It's dead money. I don't know why it wouldn't get rolled into the well, I know why is because some counties are pushing a limit on the 75% reserve in their general fund. So this just gives you another bite at the apple. Now you can have 75% reserve in the emergency fund and have more money there. It's really dead money. I don't like it.
Domestic violence, no change there.
No.
Loan, social security, IT, insurance reserve are all gone.
Yeah.
So then we're on E. Griggs Nelson Health District. It's gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Historical Society.
And that's a $250,000
Yep.
approximately. Okay, senior citizens.
Yes.
Because of the way we've been doing this, we had 80,000, it's only supposed to be 40,000. You see we're getting a great big, we need to go back into 18 and amend this thing so that, where we have this 24,254.09 for the carryover on page E5. This number here, that needs to equal 0. So we need to start from there, so that number equals 0, and that'll carry forward, and that'll get us all back into line again. Got that?
Yep.
So you'll adjust the total expenditure in 18 to 55,745.91 approximately. I just did that in my head.
Okay.
And then you'll work it all forward so that this bottom line here in 29 over in the 2019 expenditure should equal a negative or a $41,000 with parentheses in it.
Okay.
And then that will take care of it. Otherwise, this is going to throw our audit into, because of the stupid way we do budgets, this will throw our audit in. It would show us actually having less money than we actually have. The budget would be lacking by, and we know we can't have a negative budget, it'd be lacking by that $61,000. So we gotta straighten that out, but that'll be good. So 41,000 is the number you want.
41,000.
Yeah, but you gotta start,
Right.
either
yep.
work it backwards or start back far enough to get it fixed.
Yep, absolutely. Got it. Fair.
And they get half a
Fair
mil?
gets
3/4 of a mil.
Yep.
So they don't, yeah, I guess that's enough. That'll be fine.
Who's that?
The fair,
Fair,
16,000, so they'll get 15,000, if it's 15,125, if we're at 20,500. Right?
Do you want to put a little bit
Yeah.
leeway in there just in case the mill comes up to be a little bit more than that?
Oh, they've got enough, 16,000 would give them, that would give the mill could be up at
Could they-
$24,000.
Okay, good. Water JDA's no more water management.
Is that what they asked for?
Yes. Yep, that is what they asked for.
Okay.
So they're using some, they're using the revenue from those rings, I got it.
We're good with that. Ambulance.
Isn't that fixed? Isn't the ambulance a taxing entity?
Mm-hmm.
So that shouldn't be in the general.
I think you're 1 mil, right?
Right.
So this shouldn't even be in our budget, right?
No.
Right. It
Do
needs
you
to be
want-
taxing, and on the levy sheet, it needs to show its own taxing authority.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Library.
Again, you need to lessen their expenses to the point where the levy is
4 mils.
4 mils.
Be like, what, 82,000?
Yep.
Yeah, that needs, the bottom number needs to get down there, or we're gonna get this thing all screwed up.
Okay. That's all we have.
Same thing on this one, Sam, you better back this up.
What's that?
On this library one, you better back it up here
Okay.
and start from the 17,601 and get it fixed. And move it forward till we get to 82,000 at the end.
Okay.
Okay, what did I see? Oh, permits and licensing. Did you change the beer licensing revenue to reflect the $10 rather than what we were charging?
What were we doing, 100?
No, we're doing more now.
100 for beer and 300 for liquor, was it?
I think it was $50 for beer and $300
For liquor.
for liquor.
No,
And we went to 10.
No, we went
Or,
to
No, there's a minimum,
or 50 and
50 and
200 or something.
100 or something like that.
Okay, so you need to use, where is that? I just saw it.
Yep, and I did reflect that. B2.
Okay. Okay. Yep. All right. So then go to page. What is this? One.
A2.
There we go. So now and go to the bottom right-hand corner. The 143,979.66. This is a comparison of past years, 18.
Yeah, I know,
So-
but isn't that gonna change now after those?
It is,
Yeah.
but but that number is gonna get added up to, the top right-hand corner. I mean, excuse me, the 350,000, the second from the top right-hand corner.
But it won't be this number.
It won't be this number.
Right.
It'll be pretty close though.
But that's what you want me to do. Whatever this number, after I make those changes, whatever this number is, add it to the reserve, and then that would make it 0. That's what you would like me to do on my own.
Add it to the reserve,
Yes.
and then that will bump up this levy number
Right.
to approximately $500,000, which will still be $80,000 less than we did in
17.
18, excuse me, in the general fund.
Yeah.
But because we had some increases in the other funds, it couldn't be more right. But that should be fine.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, we moved some stuff out, so.
Yeah. So and you know we can have 75% of reserves in those funds.
Would you like to go through the revenues of the general fund? We skipped those. Are you guys good with those?
Well, I mean, that's the reason we're bumping up this reserve in the general is because we might not trust those revenues in the general. That's what caused the problem, correct?
That's this state aid, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and then there was a
That was
carryover.
like $111,000 more than last year.
Yeah.
I don't trust that.
No, and so if we don't trust it, we may as well put it in the reserve. And if it was right, it's right, and we can fix it next week. We can, but anyway, if we're not going to send money back to the treasury on a yearly basis, like we've always wanted to do, then the other alternative is we have to build these reserves so we have a cushion there, and then that will stabilize that value in the treasury every year. And so anything that goes up will actually be money in the treasury. That's all I have.
Okay, so I'll make these changes. Anything else that you guys need for the budget? Next meeting will be when we have to get this
10th, right? 9th?
10. Yep. That's when then we'll have to get this finalized so that then we can send out
Assuming we
those.
don't find any more difficulties between now and then, when we'll get everything put together.
Yep.
Been moved by Sean to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned at 3:44 p.m. Next regular meeting on August 10th, 1 p.m.